All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in River Falls. We're just a couple hours from the show, and you probably won't see this until after the show, but that's all right. I'm here with a guy who's become a hero of mine. You also notice that I gave a shout-out on my personal page today. I'm happy to do that on the business page today. This is Brian Miller, and, of course, I got to thank him and his father for going all out with some of his top fans. Got blessed with these awesome crew shirts, so I'm very pleased with that, and I got to make sure and give your dad another thank you. But for the time being, we got to talk about you and your tractor, which is something I know you enjoy talking about. So a little dig here before we get going. Brian, of course, you're the points champion last year. Why don't we delve into that a little bit? How did last season go, and what did you think about winning points again?
Well, it was a surprise. We just made good passes and kept going down the track, kept it running good, and ended up winning. You got to make every hook to win.
That's, of course, extra true this year. So you won it in a unique way, but nevertheless, you won, and that's really all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
All right. Well, I knew he was going to throw me with a couple of short answers here, so I'm going to have to hit him with something hard. So, of course, it's a new season, which means it doesn't matter what you did last year. It's what have you done for me lately. So another good season. You're going strong still to this point, and how are you feeling right now?
Well, Ellsworth didn't start out so good, but we're gaining ground, and we're getting there. It's running good, and we just got to get it down the track a little better.
So, of course, you see a lot of guys, they have hiccups, and then they just have a hard time getting back out there right now with parts and with machining and stuff like that. But your tractor's been in pretty good shape, and have you ever had to do anything intense to it this summer yet?
Nope. We're hoping to repeat last year and just keep it in the trailer all summer long, because it gives me a little more time to go fishing and sitting out on the lake and whatever else.
I know you like to do that. So, of course, I always love bringing out the family aspect. This is an opportunity for you to get out and do something with your dad, which is pretty special. And, of course, you got this new toter this year, which allows you to enjoy your evenings a little bit better. What do you think about this new toter?
Well, I sure like it. We don't have to go home at night. We just take 20 feet over there and go to bed.
So, of course, your dad, I'm sure, as I know, he's been involved or was involved with the Roberts Pull for a long time. I'm assuming this is kind of how you started into pulling. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it was probably 1990 we started pulling, me and my brother, and had a tractor together, and then we kind of split off, and yeah, I just kept growing, and we got to this. So, but yeah, it's been quite a few years.
And I know you're working on, I know your kid does a little bit of pulling there. Are you hoping that maybe he's ever going to get in the seat?
No, he's we got rid of that, and he wasn't really into working on it too much, It's a lot of work to keep tractors going, so maybe someday he'll get back into it. I think he's got girls on his mind.
Go figure. So last but not least, Brian, I want to give you an opportunity to thank anybody you can think of and give us an opportunity to talk about what you're hoping for this season.
Oh, I want to thank my sponsor, Federal Logistics, Superfan Trevor, my crew chief, Huey, my dad, and all the social media people, you and Kent, and they all the ones that have the videos out there so we have something to look at. And that's our poor people here. That's our data for the videos and stuff. And what was the other thing you asked me?
Oh, you got to thank your family, right?
Right. I did. My dad, the wife, were putting up with me, and kids were putting up with me, but yeah.
Well, I tell you, it'd be a different tone here if your dad was here right now, but he wandered off. So I can tell you're moving around here. I think that's about the end of the interview. So, Brian, we wish you the best of luck. Of course, we know it's tough to repeat as a champ, but if anybody can do it, there's certainly a possibility that you could do it. And we're looking forward to that. So, nevertheless, the case of alcoholism, this is Brian Miller, and we're looking forward to seeing him throughout the rest of the summer.